Hello friends, now welcome to this new video where we will try to predict the performance of the English cricketers in the World Cup 2023. Now England are the defending champions and they have a very strong team. They are the strongest, one of the strongest contenders for sure for winning the World Cup. And speaking of their players, if we try to predict uh, the player the players who will be performing to the best of their abilities. Let's talk about them initially. So the first player that we will talk about is Mark Wood. Yes, so he's a very dangerous bowler for the batsman of any opposition, and his date of birth is 11th January 1990. So his birth number is 2, and this year is very favorable for people with birth number 2 because 2023 adds up to 7, and 2 and 7 is a very good combination. So he will be a major threat for the opposition team's batsmen. The next player in this list is the all-rounder Chris Wokes. Yes, his birth number is also 2 because his date of birth is 2nd March 1989. So he will also contribute a lot, contribute hugely for the English team in this World Cup. The next player in this list is the legendary Ben Stokes, whose birth number is 4 because his date of birth is 4 June 1991, and he has made a comeback to ODIs. I think he announced his retirement, but he decided to make a comeback, and in this World Cup as well, like, he has been performing consistently for England throughout years, and in this World Cup also the numbers will keep on favoring him, and he will perform brilliantly again for England. The next player who will contribute hugely for the English team is Adil Rashid. Yes, he's a major threat for the opposition batsman, and he has performed brilliantly. Like, he was one of the key players for England, and his contribution was immense for England in the T20 World Cup 2022, wherein in the finals he completely dismantled the Pakistani batting lineup. And in this World Cup also, because his birth number is 8, he will perform brilliantly. His date of birth is 17 February 1988. So the numbers will favor him. His birth number is 8, and 8 and 7 is a very good match. And for that reason, like, he will also perform really well in this current World Cup. Another player who will perform to the best of his abilities is Liam Livingstone. His birth number is 4, and moreover he is currently in his 31st year, so he will get the benefit of both the combinations, 4 and 7 and 4 and 4. His date of birth is 4 August 1993. So he will be a major challenge for the bowlers of the opposition teams, and also he can bowl quite well. So as a bowler also he will contribute a lot. The next player is another major threat, someone who already troubled India in the previous few matches, and that player is Johnny Bairstow. His birth number is also 8, and moreover he's currently in his 35th year, so he will also receive the benefits of the combinations 8 and 7 and 8 and 8, because his date of birth is 26 September 1989. So the opposition teams need to watch out for him as well. One more player who will perform brilliantly is the captain himself, Joss Butler, because his date of birth is 8 September 1990, and he's also in his 34th year. So he will also receive the benefits of the combinations 8 and 7. So for him as well, this World Cup is going to be a really memorable one. Now we talk about the players who will perform average in this World Cup, like for the ones whom this World Cup would be intermittently good and intermittently not so good. The first player in that list is Gus Atkinson. His date of birth is 19 January 1998. So his birth number is 1, but he has one disadvantage here, and that is that he's currently in his 26th year, and 26 adds up to 8, and 1 and 8 is not at all a good combination. So this combination of 1 and 8 might trouble him, but the combination of 1 and 7, which is an okay one, will help him, contribute slightly to the team, and um, overall his performance is going to be average. The next cricketer in the list of players who will perform average for England is David Willey. Yes, um, a very good bowler, David Willey. His birth number is 1 because his date of birth is 28 February 1990. So, the combination of 1 and 7 will help him, contribute slightly to the team, and his performance is also going to be overall average. Like on the whole, it's going to be not so good, not so bad. So it would be an average performance for him as well. Now, if we talk about the players who will perform below average, in this World Cup, like there are quite a few in the entire squad. Now, it depends whether they make it to the squad or not, whether they make it to the playing 11 or not. Few of them won't make it to the playing 11, so it wouldn't bother much it wouldn't bother England much. But still, the players who will perform below average, let's talk about them. Initially, let's talk about Reece Topley. He's going to be one of the players for whom this World Cup would be below average, because his birth number is 3, and 3 and 7 is not a good combination, because 2023 adds up to 7, so the 2023 World Cup will not be good for Reece Topley. His date of birth is 21 February 1994, but there's one advantage for him, and that is that he's currently in his 38th year. Like he's 29 years old, so he's in his 30th year. So this combination of 3 and 3 will actually benefit him, and at times he will, give a good performance for England. But overall, unfortunately, it would be a below average World Cup for him. The next player in this list is Jason Roy. Yes, the dangerous Jason Roy. His birth number is also 3, and moreover, he's currently in his 34th year, because his date of birth is 21 July 1990. So the combination of 3 and 7 will launch a double attack on him, and unfortunately, that's the reason, for him also this World Cup would be a below average one. Next player is another legend from the team, Joe Root. Like his birth number is also 3, but he has one advantage, and that is that he's currently in his 33rd year. So 33 adds up to 6, and his birth number is 3. So the combination of 3 and 6 will make things better for him. But overall, we will see in due course that overall it will be a below average campaign for him. But yes, he will receive benefits from the combination of 3 and 6. Another player in the list of players who will perform below average is David Malan. His birth number is also 3 because his date of birth is 3rd September 1987. So, this combination of 3 and 7 will make things, terrible for him. And for him also, this campaign will be a below average one. The next player is the next big thing, Sam Curran. Yes, the all-rounder Sam Curran, and this would be a sigh of relief for the opposition teams, for the fans of the opposition teams as well. Now, his birth number is also 3, and moreover, he's currently in his 26th year. So, the combination of 3 and 7 and 3 and 8, both are going to hamper his performance, and for him, this World Cup will definitely be a below average World Cup, because, like his birth number is 3, so 2023 adds up to 7. So the combination of 3 and 7 will harm him, and since he is in his 26th year, so the combination of 3 and 8 will also impact his performance. So for him, on the whole, the World Cup will be really below average. Now let's talk about a player for whom this World Cup would be even worse than below average, and that player is Moeen Ali. Yes, his birth number is 9 because his date of birth is 18 June 1987. So, 9 and 7 is a terrible combination. So, this combination will impact his performance quite a lot. And for that reason, this World Cup would be even worse than below average for him. So, this was the prediction for the performance of the English team in this World Cup 2023. There are quite a few players who will perform brilliantly. Some of them will perform average, some might perform below average, and for Moeen Ali, the World Cup would be even worse than below average. So on the whole, we are going to see that this English team is going to give a very tough competition to the opposition teams, and the matches are going to be really entertaining and interesting. So we will definitely keep an eye on this World Cup, and this was it about the prediction for the performance of English team. In the next videos, we'll try to come up with the further interesting topics. So thanks a lot for watching, and stay tuned for more.